Okay, what we're going to work on next is going to be our side lying clamshell. Again, you may be instructed to do some resistance with this, with a resistance band around the knee, but for technique purposes, we're just going to go through things to pay attention to as far as like when you're doing the clamshell, what body position you need to maintain during the exercise. So you're going to start off with laying on your side for your clamshells with your knees bent, feet close together, stacked. And then again, is that just like with the internal rotation, you want to make sure that when you lay down, your spine's no longer in that straight neutral position. So you need to engage your core and get a little bit of a lift in that area where your waist is so that it feels like you can almost slide your hand underneath your ribs. And so now I'm in that kind of straight neutral position. If that's a little bit difficult for you right now, you can take like a pillow or like roll up a small towel and place it under you. So that way it kind of helps you hold that neutral position of your spine in reference to your pelvis. So core is engaged, and what you're going to do is the goal is that you don't want to have your pelvis shifting back and forth. So you want to keep that core engaged. You're going to lift and rotate that knee up. Go as high as you can go without rolling backwards. You want to make sure that if you start to roll backwards, now you're just twisting your spine and you're no longer using your hip. There is not a particular length of time for you to hold it. You just want to control the motion. So you're going to go as far as you can go to your end range, and then you'll come right back down. The same goes if you add resistance to this too. You want to add resistance of a band around your knee, but you still want to be able to go through your full range of motion as best as you can. If you add resistance and you're only going halfway, but you know that you can go all the way up here, that resistance is a little bit too much. So you want to maybe reduce down to like the previous level of resistance so that you can actually go through your full range of motion. And you'll notice that my feet don't have to completely stay together. It lifts up a little bit and that's completely fine. I don't need to smash my feet together for the clamshell to happen. It's all about, is my pelvis still as my hip is rotating outwards, which will cause my knee to start to kind of stay up higher than my feet as I'm rotating as I come down. So you don't have to worry about the feet being completely stacked on top of each other the entire time, as long as the rotation is happening at the hip and you're not rocking back and forth. So that's going to be our side lying clamshell exercise.